Tri-State Wrestling comes to you from the Fitton Center in Hamilton, Ohio, where earlier this afternoon, our cameras caught this breaking story outside. The arrival to the building together of reigning TSW champion VsK and Eric James, who competes later tonight in a #1 contendership match for a potential title shot. It seems this solidifies an alliance between these two athletes, but what does it mean for the rest of TSW? We're gonna find out. Everybody's Got a Price is on the air.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and has a 20-minute time limit.
It's me.
Said anything.
Cut my music! Turn it off! Hey kid, let me tell you something. You remind me a lot of Goldilocks, but instead of letting your hair down, you just let your father down, don't you? Ref, get the rope.
What?
Get the rope!
Fine.
Don't do it. Hey, buddy, your mother's so fat I hit her with my car because I didn't have enough gas to drive around her. Now sit down and shut your mouth. Bro, I thought you had cavities. Go ahead and bring them out.
As if you couldn't guess, we are on the air with TSW Wrestling, Tri-State Wrestling. Everybody's Got a Price, March 11th, 2023. My name is Joe Dombrowski, joined by my side, the dubious Nate the Snake Kelly. Welcome to commentary and all of your sartorial splendor right now.
Well, thank you for such a glorious introduction. It's your pleasure that I'm here, and we are set for a great night here in this fantastic building.
Great ambiance, great atmosphere here in the Fitton Center for the Creative Arts in Hamilton, Ohio, as we get our first look at the explosive 12 Gaige set to make his TSW debut.
Yeah, they call this guy 12 Gaige. He looks more like a Nerf gun to me. I don't think he's packing a whole lot of ammo. He's going to need it against Carson Drake.
Dr. Phil, where did you go to college?
Your mom's house.
How disrespectful can a ring announcer be?
Introducing first, in the corner to my left, from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 225 pounds, he is the Golden State God, Carson.
Just so talented.
Carson Drake, always one of the most popular competitors anywhere he
it's
goes.
Hard being me because shut up! Because I'm so talented.
And his opponent, in the corner to my right, from Peru, Illinois, weighing in at 165 pounds, he is the Boomstick 12 Gaige.
Well, crowd certainly showing their support for 12 Gaige and chanting a chance of boomstick in the early going. You said that Carson Drake.
Somebody needs to take this champion right now.
Oh, wait, I'm here all night.
The referee just threw his jacket down on the dirty floor here. Can you believe that?
Carson loves the sound of his own voice, doesn't he?
Oh, absolutely. So do I.
Wait a second. I'm 225 pounds and he weighs 168 pounds.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, I'm like half this guy's weight.
It's crazy.
I think Drake's ego weighs enough to qualify as a super
I
heavyweight.
said he's 500 pounds.
You know, sometimes Carson Drake needs to spell things out, especially in a place like Hamilton, Ohio. I mean, let's be quite frank right off the bat here. These folks, not too smart. They don't smell very good either.
Oh, you're wasting no time making friends, aren't you? Well, what are we going to look for from Carson Drake in this matchup? We know he's a well-put-together young athlete. We know he's been compared to so many greats of the game, and we know he has, let's say, an inflated sense of self to go with it.
Well, it's a very well-deserved inflated self-sense because look at him. Look at this guy. He's put together. The women love him, obviously. Some of the men love him as well.
Well, he loves himself more than everybody put together, but check out 12 Gaige now, controlling the wrist, and Drake to his feet, out-wrestled in the early going, something that I don't think Drake expected. Drake loves to be the center of attention everywhere he goes, especially here in TSW.
Wow, look at that.
Saw Carson Drake take on Sam Beale. And late last year at our previous live event as 12 Gaige. Looking to be dynamic, looking to be impactful, looking to be dangerous here. Abusive yet elusive. Drake caught off balance, shoulders down, 2 count only.
I think he might have grabbed the tights there.
And a drop kick, and Drake is out of sorts and on the outside. And what an auspicious beginning for Carson Drake. Well, Nate, we know you have an eye for talent. You've been hobnobbing and associating with some of the best stars. Come on, wait a minute. That megaphone right to the ear. And Carson takes out the knee.
Tremendous smart wrestling there. Catches, catch can, Greco-Roman, whatever you want to call it. He used the megaphone to his advantage.
The Greco-Roman siren, yeah. I remember Dory Funk Jr. and Jack Briscoe back in '72, same thing. But I was going to ask you before we were interrupted by that obnoxious air horn, what you made of the opening few minutes of 12 Gaige's TSW career, because he impressed me quite a bit.
You know, he's quick, he's fast, he seems to have a lot of heart and determination. That's only going to get you so far when you're in the ring with somebody like Carson Drake, as we're seeing exactly what's happening right now.
Drake hooks the leg and finds 2. You know, I saw Drake earlier on as we were getting ready to go on the air here in Hamilton. I passed by one of those full-length mirrors in the locker room area. Drake was just in awe of himself, just admiring himself head to toe.
He can't get enough of himself. And if you looked like that, if you had that natural in-ring ability, you'd be staring at yourself in the mirror all the time, too.
I see. Oh, man! A vicious clothesline by 12 Gaige, a graduate of the Black and the Brave Wrestling Academy. And if you don't know those origins, it's a man named Merrick Brave and a man once known as Tyler Black. You know him now as Seth Rollins, but could be a black day for 12 Gaige here as he gets tripped up on the top rope.
Carson Drake, he might be injured. I think his ankle went out and he tripped and fell into those ropes accidentally.
Accidentally? You're going to give him the benefit of the doubt much further than he deserves, aren't you?
Tremendous elbow drop. And look at that, another one. This guy, make it 3.
He's got great technique, great finesse. Shoulders down for 2. I look at Carson Drake, and at only 23 years of age, only 4 years in the game, I see a lot of glimmers of greatness from so many athletes that have gone on to become legends, like a Jeff Jarrett, like a Tully Blanchard, like a Gino Hernandez, like a Ric Flair. I think Carson Drake has all the tools to be very, very big, but bottom line, I don't know if it's possible for Drake to be as good as he thinks he already is.
Well, you got to have a lot of high opinion of yourself, but I look at Carson Drake, and you say all those great things about who he reminds you of and who he could possibly be. There's one and only one Carson Drake. And I'll tell you what, when I look at him, I see dollar signs. I see money.
Shotgun drop kick by 12 Gaige, who gets back to his feet. And the boomstick. Look at us string some offense together.
12 Gaige. He's pulling out the whole arsenal right here. Look at that.
Swings through with a tiger feint kick. And I don't care who you are, and I don't care what size you are, Nate. If you defeat Carson Drake your very first time in TSW, you're making headlines and getting noticed.
This could be a huge upset right here. Big crossbody.
Has him on top. Near fall situation. And Drake is reaching. Drake may be getting desperate. I don't think Carson ever expected this type of onslaught from 12 Gauge. I think Carson wrote him off before the bell.
Carson Drake, he's a cocky individual. You mentioned that, but I can't imagine. Oh, look at this. What is this guy doing now?
He's psyching himself up. He's psyching this crowd up. Hamilton's rocking here. Oh, he went for the pizza cutter. Oh, there's a counter. And that's not just any counter. Nate, that's $1 million dream. Ted DiBiase, our guest of honor tonight. Our event named Everybody's Got a Price in his honor after his catchphrase, and Carson Drake wants to make it all about him.
He's going to put this man to sleep.
He may already have.
12 Gauge is going nighty-night.
Arm drops 3 times, it's over.
That's it.
And there's a reason that maneuver is time-tested.
What an impressive victory here by Carson Drake.
Here's your winner, Carson Drake!
And now Carson, with that laissez-faire body language, I'm sure he'll never admit how difficult this victory truly was for him, Nate.
You know, I think he might have been toying with 12 Gauge just a little bit here, maybe putting on a little bit of a show for the fans here, but Carson Drake walking out tonight with another victory here in Tri-State Wrestling.
Bottom line, the theme of tonight is to honor and pay homage to a legend, a Hall of Famer, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and Carson Drake puts the spotlight securely on him once again. How disrespectful it is to use the finishing maneuver of one of your elders, one of the people that came before you, in their presence without their permission, but Carson Drake does not give a damn.
Right now, let me introduce the Tri-State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion himself. No, that makes sense. A member of the Trust Busters, VsK.
Well, VsK was victorious at Gold Rush. Dalton Castle, Eric James, Trey Lamar, the opposition on that night. And whether we all like it or not, VsK, the very first TSW champion, and for what I understand, Nate, he's not even here to compete tonight. He's here to address his fans, but he has refused to sign on the dotted line against any top challenger. What's the deal with that?
He doesn't need to defend his championship until somebody can step up and prove themselves worthy. And quite frankly, I'm not sure anybody is worthy of stepping in the ring with VsK.
We will answer that question later tonight. Number 1 Contenders 3-way matchup. But right now, VsK soaks in the moment as our first champion.
And 3 men vying for a shot at your championship tonight. Is there anybody in that match you would prefer to face in person?
Like the match that he's in tonight.
Yes, sir.
The match that I'm going to win tonight.
Listen, here's the thing. I'm going to take this. Excuse me? Listen, guys, I came out here with some good news and some bad news. I'm going to start with the good news for everybody. Tonight, no, it's going to be good news and bad news, I'm sorry. Tonight in that triple threat match, Eric James is going to be the number 1 contender for the TSW Championship. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is.
It's facts. It's facts.
That's the good news, guys.
That's good news. Someone likes it.
The bad news for you guys is that when I got here, I looked around at Hamilton and I said, you know what? These people don't deserve to see me wrestle. I got a flight tomorrow morning and I want to rest up so I can make sure. I want to go home more than anything in the world right now. This is my only appearance for today. You guys get to see me with the belt, but I will not be wrestling tonight. You guys do not deserve it. I didn't even like my shirt on. You guys are missing out. It looks great under here. But it was good seeing everyone. Hamilton, please be better. Excuse me, VsK.
Oh, I know who that is.
Wait a second, what's he doing out here?
That's Stephen Wolf.
Who am I? I'm Stephen Wolf. And respectfully, I know you're the champion. Yes. But Hamilton deserves better.
I don't know about that.
Based on what? Based on what? Look at this. That's right. Look at this crowd. They guys came out to see us tonight, right? Y'all came out to see a championship match, right? And if I may, I know you're not in your gear, so calm down, Sparky. Relax. We're inside. Why are you wearing sunglasses? Yes, sensitive eyes.
Astigmatism.
My eyes feel kind of sensitive with those stupid haircuts you guys got.
What?
This is very trendy in 2023. I said, you guys have stupid haircuts. I don't know what you didn't do for me. But, what I'm thinking, and I don't know how you guys feel about it, since technically speaking, there is no #1 contender right now, and I wasn't part of the heavyweight tournament that you won, yes, but I'm here now. Okay? And with that being said, Hamilton, how would you guys feel about seeing VsK versus Stephen Wolf for the TSW Heavyweight Championship tonight?
Tonight, putting the title on the line? Who does he think he is, Joe?
What a bonus!
No, thank you. No, thank you. Don't take that. Don't take that. No, thank you. I don't
You see, he's got only the front of his shirt tucked into tights. You can't fight a guy like that.
You're right. No, hey, Hamilton. No, thank you, sir. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Kind of smells like chicken in here, doesn't it? It smells like cow.
I mean, there is a chicken restaurant down the street.
I'm not chicken! I'm not! He's a chicken. You know what? What? I'm no chicken! I'm no chicken! Alright, fine, you're on! You and me tonight for the title!
It's official!
What?
Stephen Wolf playing at VsK's.
I'm not chicken. VsK. I still have a microphone. I'm not chicken. I'm not a chicken. Hey, VsK. Just want to say one more thing. Welcome to the world of the wolf.
Stephen Wolf playing on VsK's insecurities, and it looks like one of the most highly touted athletes across this country has a TSW title shot, and it's right here tonight. What an added bonus.
Let's go, Hamilton!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
Take off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right here is my song. All the girls are on me. So then, hey, let's this right here is my free boy sweat.
Action resumes with a self-described pretty boy, Sam Aljahmi. Sam Aljahmi makes his TSW debut. Someone highly touted, who's only about a year in the game, but it's taken him no time for Mr. Aljahmi to gain confidence all his own.
I'll tell you what, you better put your wives and your girlfriends out of this room right now because the pretty boy is in the ring right now. He might just steal him.
I heard him say earlier that when he takes his shirt off, the divorce rate's going to go up in this town.
disrespectful bunch of people here in Hamilton, Ohio.
What do you have against Hamilton?
I don't have enough time to run down the list.
Justin Xavier back at TSW for the first time since Origins. In the month of August, he was successful in tag team action. I think Xavier's got a big upside. He's young, he's energetic, he's got his whole career ahead of him, and he's already been embraced by maybe the most important dynamic, that being the TSW fans.
Look at all these fools begging for a pair of plastic sunglasses. Oh, probably got those from the dollar store.
I think you're just jealous because Justin Xavier would never give you anything.
He gives me heartburn, indigestion.
Let's get the introductions.
Introducing first, in the corner to my right, from Dearborn, Michigan, weighing in at 170 pounds, he is the pretty boy, Sam Aljahmi.
This is what it's all about. You suck!
It's a very expensive necklace he has, by the way. You can tell because it's got a dollar sign on it.
He is straight out of the arcade, weighing in at 165 pounds, Justin Pac-Man Xavier.
Well, we will see if Sam Aljahmi indeed becomes as his jewelry infers, and if he is money here tonight. Justin Xavier, he just want to insert a quarter and get to fighting because he is an old...
You say man!
He's a tried and true gamer, whether it's old school, new age, anywhere in between. Xavier loves competition, and you know what? I think Xavier is going to have a great run here in professional wrestling. He's got height that gives him a leverage advantage. He's lanky. Certainly, you speak to the offense somebody can do with long arms, long legs. The reach advantage that Xavier possesses. A lot of things that, as the matchup progresses, we'll see if they come into play.
You can talk all this hype about Justin Xavier, but here's the thing. His opponent tonight, the pretty boy, he is a very impressive youngster in this sport. And as a matter of fact, it wouldn't surprise me if by the end of the night, it's game over for Justin Xavier.
Very well could be. We'll see if he runs out of lives, courtesy of Sam Aljahmi. What does being a pretty boy have to do with your wrestling skill? That's not going to help him win, is it? How's that going to help?
Well, it could help a lot because, maybe the referee will get distracted by his good looks. I bet, I talked to him before the show. You may not realize this. He did not have his first date until it was with a 17-year-old girl. Can you believe that? Of course, he was 9 years old. She asked him out.
I see. Aljahmi now looking to control Xavier. Oh, deep arm drag. Nicely done. Again, the advantage of extending the arms, and Aljahmi in trouble in the early going, but check out the balance. Check out the recuperative powers of Justin Xavier. Oh, nicely done. Springboard crossbody. Cover 2 and no. Maybe Xavier's got the right cheat code to find a victory here.
I do know that Justin Xavier has spent some time at the Nightmare Factory.
Oh, it's going to go double spring. Oh, man, he crashed and burned.
I think he lost a life right there. He's going to need a mushroom to power up after that.
Aljahmi missed, but Xavier comes in. And discus lariat, nicely done by Aljahmi into a disrespectful cover for only a count of one. You talk about the Nightmare Factory, of course, shout out to Cody Rhodes and QT Marshall doing great work there down in Georgia. Aljahmi training in the Toledo, Ohio area with the likes of Impact X Division champion Trey Miguel and Crimson, a.k.a. Conrad Kennedy III. A lot of experience in that particular school that has produced the likes of Jason Hotch and Sam Beale, who we'll see later tonight, among others.
Beautiful snapmare takeover there. And listen to this. Just listen. Be quiet for a second. I know it's hard for you. Be quiet. Oh. Rearranging the vertebrae there.
Aljahmi got all of that, for sure. 2 count only. I understand Aljahmi is a National Guardsman as well, which may be a bit more of a noble task than anything we've seen out of him here. Do you think he parades himself around and brags and shows off when he's a National Guardsman like he's doing here?
I'm sure he does. I mean, everybody knows women love men in uniform. I'm sure when he's got his uniform on, looking very nice, you know, the ladies, they won't leave him alone.
Well, his uniform tonight are boots and trunks, and that's what matters as Xavier tries to build momentum with a great drop kick. Nicely done.
Eat your heart out, Jim Brunzell.
Into the cover, 2 count only. What I will say is that Aljahmi brings a lot of confidence to the game. He believes in himself. He's not stutter-stepping. He's not second-guessing. And maybe that is a situation where that attitude comes into play. Back suplex nicely done. Into the cover, 2 count only.
What I'm liking right now is the frequent covers here. The only way to beat your opponent is to try to pin him. He's done it multiple times in this matchup. Hasn't gotten a 3 count yet, but he keeps trying.
Smart move by Aljahmi to keep Xavier horizontal. Take away the reach, take away the leverage. We're all the same size when you're flat on the canvas. But the question is, what does Xavier have left after what he has gone through in this match so far?
These rotten fans here in Hamilton trying to get behind Justin Xavier right now.
Rallying this crowd, they are coming alive for this youngster. I mean, I think Xavier has so many relatable qualities. People see themselves in him.
You mean he's ugly, just like here in Hamilton?
I'm sure many of these fans would think Mr. Xavier's just as handsome as the pretty boy. But check out building momentum right now as Sam trying to shut him down. Spring off and comes through a drop kick, nicely done.
I'll give him credit. That was a very impressive drop kick. But look at the young veteran status here, rolling out of the ring, trying to create some distance here.
Xavier crashed and burned the first time, but the plancha connects on the second attempt. And you look at Xavier, he's a young man, humble beginnings, played video games growing up, fantasized, dreamed. Wait, there's a shooting star. It's not enough. Oh, near fall. But Xavier wanted to be able to live out those dreams, live out those games, and he went from behind the controller into the ring, just like so many people watching him right here tonight wish and hope they can do with their own dreams. They're living vicariously through Justin Xavier.
You know, that's a really pretty speech you just gave there. The truth of the matter is with Justin Xavier, when he was a kid, his parents had to tie a T-bone steak around his neck to get the family dog to play with him. That's how ugly he was. And he's about to be even uglier when he gets punched in the face here in just a minute.
Recuperative powers, but the pretty boy able to drop him right across the knee with the neck.
Oh, this is it right here.
Brain buster connects. And no, it's not enough.
This referee must be from Hamilton. That was a count of 3.
The self-proclaimed money-making man thought he had this thing sewn up, but not to be.
He should be on his way back to the locker room right now to look himself in the mirror, give himself a pat on the back, but now this matchup has got to continue. Wait a second, from behind!
Roll up, roll up, roll up, oh! And Xavier almost caught him unaware. The money-making, groundbreaking, rookie standout. Oh, Xavier tried to put the brakes on, but the leverage still took him over. Aljahmi able to hang him up. And Nate, it's important to note that those aren't ropes, even though we call them ropes. That's steel cable wrapped in rubber, and that whiplash effect will do a hell of a lot of damage on your throat.
Absolutely. It might be enough to put Justin Xavier down for the count right now. Looks like we're getting one move off the top. Look at it!
Big splash, nobody there. Aljahmi took too much time.
Dove into the pool, but there was no water in the pool.
And listen to this crowd come alive for Justin Xavier. They've adopted him as one of their own. They've taken him on as their tried and true favorite in this matchup, and they want to will him to victory. They want to will him to the next level of the game, and a thrust kick right to the chest cavity.
Now what's Justin Xavier going to do now? Is he going up to the top rope?
High risk, but is he taking too many in this match, Nate?
He's already crashed and burned once. It might happen here again.
Xavier looking for everything! And scores with a swanton, buried the head in the midsection. Did he get enough? He did!
Here's your winner, Justin Hackman.
Impressive victory here for Justin Xavier. I'll give him credit. I thought for sure we were going to see an upset, but not tonight.
Justin Xavier turning Sam Aljahmi into his own personal gray ghost running for his life. And I'll tell you what, Xavier didn't get all of that swanton, but he got the head to connect with the midsection. The air got driven out of the pretty boy. And Xavier, his first singles win in TSW, could be big things coming up in the future for this young athlete.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's scheduled for a 20-minute time limit.
You are looking at, quite literally, the smartest man in the room. The academic standard in professional wrestling. Not just tough, but with intellect as well. GPA. We'll see if he's a man that can outthink the field into rising to the top of Tri-State Wrestling.
He just outsmarted that referee right now as well.
And rubbing it in everybody's face. Don't you hate a know-it-all who just brags about how much they know and always has to be the smartest guy in the conversation and always has to get the last word? That's GPA.
Sounds like a swell guy to me. That's the kind of guy I like to hang out with.
Taking a look at Hunter Holdcraft, another rookie looking to make a name for himself here at TSW. His debut here tonight. You gotta believe those butterflies are flying around the stomach of this young man who brings a very skilled amateur background into battle tonight, but will it be enough?
Introducing first in the corner to my left, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 190 pounds, excuse me. He is the academic standard, GPA.
I feel smarter just breathing the same air as GPA.
And in the corner to my right, his opponent from LaSalle, Illinois, weighing 210 pounds, Hunter Holdcraft.
Hunter Holdcraft, very well put together young man. We'll see what kind of power he brings to the dance. But you notice the ring announcers all disheveled now and verklempt because GPA embarrassed him out here. And it just embarrasses everybody. And this is what GPA does. He throws everybody off their game. He makes everybody just second guess themselves and question themselves. And then he swoops in and takes advantage.
Well, that's what you do when everybody is your intellectual inferior. You have to take advantage of that. Nobody can match wrestling skill with GPA, and certainly nobody can match intellect with GPA.
Well, we know nobody in this matchup can match experience with him. decade plus in the game, 13 years I do believe, but Hunter, a quick takedown. Hunter's got a great foundation in what he does, and certainly you think about the advantages of having amateur credentials, just knowing from a very, very young age things like weight positioning, things like leverage, just knowing holds, knowing pins, knowing how your body moves and doesn't move, and knowing how your opponent's going to try to move to counter you. That experience lends itself to some of Hunter's success in the amateur ranks, but the question certainly, Nate, is will that translate to professional, because it's two totally different worlds.
It's absolutely two totally different worlds, and look at a nice little roll.
Shoulders down, 2 count only.
You know, I was talking to Hunter Holdcraft before the show. He was telling me about this great amateur background he has, and told me to watch how fast he can pop his hips and how he had the biggest legs in high school. All that stuff doesn't matter, though. GPA, he had the biggest brain in high school. He had the biggest brain in college. He has the biggest brain in this building right now. And as a matter of fact, he's one of the biggest brains of anybody walking the face of the planet.
Well, you can't use your brain to counter every hold. You can't use it to overpower somebody. Hunter had a great advantage with the rear waist lock a moment ago, but to your point, Nate, it was GPA sliding out of bounds to force that break. But my question is, if Hunter can trap GPA and get good ring positioning, center of the ring, no ropes, no catches, no exceptions, could we see the upset of the night? And what would that mean for GPA, who fashions himself smartest guy here?
That's a very good hypothetical question, but it's also a question that we're not going to get the answer to because it's not going to happen. There's absolutely no way. Look at this. I mean, he knows right now, GPA, he's so smart. He's challenging an amateur wrestler. He's getting down in the referee's position right now. That's how smart this guy is.
Do we happen to know if GPA's got an amateur back? Shoulders down, shoulders down. It looked like Hunter was trying to splay him and now traps his shoulders again. And nearly got 3. Nearly got 3 that time. Do we know, Nate, if GPA has amateur credentials?
You know, I don't know if he has any amateur credentials. I know about his academic credentials.
Check out the submission here. Wait a minute. He had a hammerlock and a half Nelson and chopped the shoulders for a second, and that backfired in GPA's face, didn't it?
It did, but this is where the intellect comes into play. He's taking a breather. He's stepping outside the ring. He knows he's got to count to 10 before he has to get back in there. He's going to catch his breath. He's going to regroup, and he's going to get back in, and he's going to take this punk, this amateur wrestling goober, apart piece by piece, because that's what a man of his intellect does.
You and GPA are both aware there are no timeouts in pro wrestling, right?
There's timeouts for certain people at certain times. A guy like GPA, he's entitled to have a timeout.
Certain people?
Oh, absolutely. It's in his contract.
Oh,
so look at this. This is why he's the intellectual superior. You got this goof Hunter Holdcraft down there. He's in the referee's position now. Turnabout's fair play. He's trying to be fair here.
This is gamesmanship. It's try me. You think you're smarter than me? Show me.
Yeah, GPA is about to show exactly how smart he is. Trust me. He's
Well,
got to get the right position, you know. Can't just come in from any angle.
we'll see if he can figure it out. What's the formula? GPA, we're going to get... Hey, come on.
I love it. I love it. I told you he's smarter.
Caught Hunter right in the side. Maybe the short ribs, maybe the kidneys. Oh, wait a minute.
Come on now.
Hunter, go behind into the mount return and up into the chancery. Nicely done. It is all Hunter Holdcraft in close confines. Suplex into the cover here for 1.
You know, I'm starting to get a little worried here. More worried than I should be, probably. GPA not on his game so far, but that's okay. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon.
Why are you worried? Are you tied into this somehow? You have money on this match?
It's none of your business, you know, whether I have money. You know, I have the DraftKings app. It's all right.
Excuse me. Hunter has GPA backed up into the corner, and GPA to the eyes.
What are you talking about, to the eyes?
GPA taking a shortcut.
He gave him a thumbs up. There's nothing wrong with that. That's good sportsmanship.
If that's your definition of intelligence, I call it desperation. I say he's an irritant to TSW.
You want to talk about intelligence? Just because your shoe size is only slightly larger than your IQ doesn't mean you have the right to insult somebody like GPA.
GPA came out of Gold Rush and expressed his concern, expressed his discontentment in the fact that he was not competing for the TSW title of course, now held by VsK. I can't help but notice, Nate. Wait, there's a lateral press for 2. Don't get angry at me for saying this, but I've noticed that GPA is not in the #1 contenders match later tonight either. That'll involve Eric James, Trey Lamar, and Myron Reed. So GPA as TSW champion, can you see it happening in 2023? What's it going to take?
I think he can do it absolutely, but this goes back to the intellect. He's biding his time. He doesn't need to rush anything right now. He's getting a lay of the land. This is our season premiere here tonight for TSW. He's got to get a little bit of vision of what 2023 is going to look like, and he'll make his move when he's good and ready.
So excited to be part of this season of TSW here in Hamilton, Ohio. Of course, the greater Cincinnati area. So much rich history here. Roll up by Hunter. Almost beat him. Of course, you think back to Les Thatcher and the Heartland Wrestling Association, the Brian Pillman Memorial shows. So much great wrestling came out of this part of the country for so many, many years, and it's so great to see TSW adding on to that lineage, adding on to that legacy.
Absolutely. If you want to go back and think about the history of Hamilton, Ohio, all the way back to the days of big-time pro wrestling, Bobo Brazil, The Sheik, all those great stars competed right here in the city as well, and now TSW carrying on that tradition.
GPA, the backbreaker, made Hunter think about it. 2 count only that time, as GPA has been able to control this tempo, slow this pace,
and outsmart his opponent. Go ahead and say it. He's outsmarting his opponent.
In a manner of speaking, he has, yeah, by getting a little bit more desperate and dirty than Hunter would be willing to, sure. And exploiting the fact that this young kid's going to make some rookie mistakes. He's not going to be ready for all the tricks. But GPA's mastered many of the tricks. He's conquered Chicago. He's conquered Wisconsin. GPA's reputation precedes him pretty much everywhere he goes.
This is GPA's first time competing in the state of Ohio here tonight, and he's looking great. He's adding it to the bucket list, and he's going to add his opponent to the loser list here tonight, I believe.
State of Ohio may have no idea what they're getting themselves into with GPA. Oh, missed with a knee!
Hunter Holdcraft somehow able to maneuver out of that. GPA needs to wake up here. Look out!
And you can hear that impact. And a second time.
Clothesline followed by a shoulder tackle there.
Hunter is feeling it, and Hunter is rebuilding his momentum. Follow through and comes out with a power slam. Nicely done. He hooks the leg. 2.5. If Hunter Holdcraft pulls this off, this could be the biggest upset that we've seen in this entire area in many, many years.
Absolutely could be, but that's not going to happen. GPA is going to get it back together. Come on, GPA, get up, come on!
Oh, jawbreaker. Second time. And Hunter is dazed.
Oh, wait a second, he ducked that clothesline.
German suplex, but Hunter hangs on.
Thought he was going for the bridge there, but decided to keep it locked in.
Was able to survive that cram session, those series of jawbreakers. Was Hunter Holdcraft, and now responding with a succession of his own. And GPA hanging on to the official to stunt the leverage and momentum. And GPA all over the ropes, he stole it.
Once again, GPA, the biggest brain in the building, using his intelligence to gain victory.
You can call it intellect if you want. I call it unconscionable. I call it reprehensible. I call a man willing to do anything to get ahead, even if it means at the expense of the rules or at the expense of his own reputation. GPA won. He's got another win. He beat a rookie. But can you really say that his brains did the job?
Let me explain something to the TSW faithful, and more importantly, Stephen Wolf. See, Stephen Wolf, you calling me a stooge is laughable. Because what I'm doing here in this company is a favor. You see those people out there in those seats? You're welcome. You call me a stooge, but I'm the one getting flown in, coming in over these flyover states, in the middle of God knows where. And I'm delivering the most beautiful voice in professional wrestling, and for what? To get disrespected by you? By Carlito? And anyone else who walks through this door and demands a title shot, and now I've got to face 2 other men just to compete for my destiny, which is to become the TSW champion. I don't need this from you. I don't need this from the office. I don't need this from Ohio in general, a state that can't even keep the goddamn trains on the tracks. You know what? Get me out of here. I am an elite East Coast wrestler, and you better start showing me some respect.
The contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and it has a 20-minute time limit.
I've been looking forward to this matchup since it was announced. Somebody I've known for my entire career. The innovator of aerial insanity, M-Dogg Matt Cross. He's been on network television as part of American Ninja Warrior. He's been on national cable TV with a multitude of wrestling promotions. From MTV's Wrestling Society X to Ring of Honor to most recently in MLW. He's been in video games. He's been in mass release DVDs. He's been to some 28 or 29 countries. Maybe no one independently in this world has traveled more miles pursuing his dream than Matt Cross. A man only 22 years of age, a 3-year pro. He lives by the mantra and the moniker, no limit. And that phrase will be put to the test more than any other time in his career. Because this Evansville, Indiana native steps into the ring against a man he has grown up watching. An athletic background for Matt Diesel, a cornerback on his football team, a regional qualifier, senior year as a mat wrestler. He's been an athlete, tried and true for many, many years, but this is an athletic test on a whole new level.
You are, though?
Introducing first in the corner to my right, from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing 191 pounds, he is M-Dogg Matt Cross!
Listen to these people here in Hamilton shouting for Matt. They're both named Matt.
From Evansville, Indiana, weighing in at 180 pounds, he is the man with no limits, Matt Diesel!
This is an interesting little dichotomy here. We talked about M-Dogg 20, Matt Cross. The incredible amount of experience he has. Matt Diesel, still relatively new to this business, 3 years in at this point. Who's going to have the advantage here, do you think? I'm going to turn it around to you for once, Dombrowski. Is it going to be the veteran, or is it going to be the young up-and-comer?
I think the advantage has to go to the experience. That normally triumphs over all. Think about it. When Matt Diesel was born, Matt Cross was graduating wrestling school and wrestling his first matches against the likes of Josh Prohibition, his frequent tag partner and rival. And since then, Matt's travels have taken him to the normal wrestling countries you would think of: Japan, Mexico, Canada, England. But how about Egypt? How about the Sudan? How about Qatar? How about La Reunion, which is an island off the coast of Madagascar? Matt Cross has wrestled in these places. He's wrestled in rural, obscure Eskimo territories in northern Canada. Matt Cross has done everything there is to do, and he stayed humble, focused, and determined. That punk rock lifestyle, do it yourself, wrestling is forever, and so is Matt Cross.
Thank you so much for that geography lesson that nobody asked for, by the way. But, you know, I'll be honest, I want to see these two guys tear each other apart. You know, they're going to come out here and they're going to try to exchange holds and try to be good sportsmen with each other. But at some point, sometime during this match, somebody's going to throw a punch, somebody's going to throw an elbow, there's going to be a bloody nose, hopefully a broken nose, and then we're going to see who the tougher man really is.
Oh, nice leapfrog by Matt Diesel, Japanese-style arm drag. Matt Diesel, as he met, would jump up into the Hurricane Rana, but Matt Cross, gymnastics background. AAU junior champion once upon a time, but could not stop the clothesline of Matt Diesel.
I'm not going to take away anything from either one of these men athletically.
Wait, cover here, cover off the springboard flatliner for 2.
But I'm telling you, all the gymnastics, all the acrobatics, those are going to go out the window at some point during this matchup. These two men are going to get down and dirty, and somebody is going to get hurt tonight, and I'm going to love it because I hate both of them.
I'm kind of picking up on that vibe, but Matt Diesel said, crowd coming alive, chanting no limit. But Diesel said online on our TSW social media that this is all about preparation. It's all about focus. It's all about hard work. This is the biggest test of Matt Diesel's young career, and he's going to look to show out in a big way. But a little mistake is all it takes for Matt Cross to take advantage. Matt Cross brings a power advantage as well, and he let Diesel think about it. There was nothing for Diesel to do except anticipate that painful drop.
Sometimes the anticipation is just as bad as the impact, which might have been the case right there. And then Matt Cross followed up with a big boot there. Diesel's in trouble.
Check that out. Matt Cross, incredible grip strength. Hangs on to the rope. Caught Diesel on the rebound with that low drop kick. And Diesel on the receiving end. That's the thing about Matt Cross, is that there's so much he can do. Because of that gymnastics background, he was a gymnast since age 5. He has an insane amount of balance and body control that you really can't compare to any other athlete. At least not in pro wrestling.
And I'll give credit to Matt Cross, too, because not only does he have that ability to do the acrobatics, to do the high flying, to do the technical wrestling, he is a very underrated brawler as well. He is not afraid to get down and dirty when need be.
Oh yeah, Matt Cross is very versatile. There's really no style Matt Cross can't go. Curious to see Diesel a moment ago throwing some strikes, making this thing a little more physical, and Matt Cross responds in kind. This could be the beginnings of what you were alluding to a moment ago.
Yeah, the more this match goes on, the more likely it is people are going to have their tempers flare a little bit, and it might just come down to whose boiling point hits that unbreakable spot first, and I have a feeling it could be any second.
As Matt Cross ascends to the top turnbuckle, maybe looking to score big here in the early moments, and Diesel bridged the distance, but Cross counters and comes through with a shoulder tackle. Into the cover, 2 count only. What you're talking about, Nate, is just the ferocity of competition, right? These men are proud warriors. They want to go in there and give it their all, and they're not going to hold anything back. It's only natural that those tempers will escalate at some point when you're in the heat of battle. But my question is, if you're at ringside, if you were guiding the career of a Matt Diesel or someone in a similar situation, how would you advise him to counteract everything Matt Cross brings?
So if I was, let's say, managing Matt Diesel right now, what I would suggest to him, the best way to counter all of these great attributes that Matt Cross brings, dump him to the outside, take the referee with him, I'll hit him over the head with my cane.
What?
Yeah, that's exactly what I would do, and it would work. It's proven, it's happened in the past, it would work. You see, that's what these guys don't understand sometimes. They're going to go out there, and they're going to try to shake each other's hands, kiss these babies, all this nonsense. That doesn't matter. What matters is wins and losses. And at some point, Matt Diesel or Matt Cross is going to realize they want to get the winner's share of the purse tonight, and they're going to do whatever it takes to get it.
Diesel tried to block the turnbuckle, but Cross scored. I didn't ask what you would do, by the way. I asked what Matt Diesel needs to do. Thankfully, you're not down there, and I hope it stays that way. Oh, no! Oh, Diesel tripped up Cross, and Cross landed very awkwardly. I think Cross hit the back of his head on that turnbuckle pad and also came down favoring the knees.
Absolutely. Matt Cross definitely hurt after that.
I think Cross tried to brace his fall by instinctively landing on his feet, but he didn't get that weight underneath him the way he needed to. Could have jarred that knee a little bit, and Diesel senses it and pounces.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about right here.
Well, shoulders down for 2.
Matt Cross hurt his knee coming down there, and Matt Diesel very quickly decided he's going to focus in on that injury, and if that's what it takes to win the match, so be it.
And Matt Diesel's feeling it now. Textbook suplex. Cross in a bad way at the moment. Diesel lives by the mantra, I want to be the best. Simple and plain. 2 count only. As Diesel looking to put Matt Cross away. That quote may stir up some familiar feelings and thoughts in your mind. It's a Kobe Bryant mindset. It's something that helped drive him to the very top of his profession. Could Matt Diesel do the same?
I'll tell you what, right now Matt Diesel got Matt Cross in a bad spot there in the corner, chopping away on him. And what I like right now is Matt Diesel, he went for a couple covers there. Every cover that he goes through, that means more energy expended by Matt Cross.
And Matt able to reverse things. I was going to ask if you were surprised by the poise and the dominance of Matt Diesel these past couple minutes. And out-quickening Cross and coming back on the offense. This is a very, very prepared Matt Diesel.
Absolutely. I will say, I've been very impressed by Matt Diesel so far in this match. A cover again.
Your fall.
Matt Diesel has not backed down. He's not been outsmarted. He's not been out-wrestled by Matt Cross. The man with no limits. You know, I like that. That would look really good on a contract.
What?
You know, maybe with my name on there somewhere. I mean, I would give him a good, 30% of all earnings.
Match isn't even over and you're trying to cash in on this. Diesel firing away. Cross has been staggered, not been the same since he got hung up. And there's a sling blade, nicely done by Diesel. Into the cover, hooks the leg, and finds 2.
Once again, quick cover there after the big move. Matt Diesel trying to maybe get a quick pin on Matt Cross here. Now going to slow the pace down a little bit, put him in that headlock.
And this is something from Matt Diesel that I have not seen very often in following his career. Diesel looking to slow things down. Diesel looking to dictate the pace. Normally Diesel is the one lightning fast and in your face, but knowing that Cross can match him move for move is enabling Diesel to want to switch things up.
Good strategy that right now is backfiring, but look at that. Matt Cross tried to escape, but was unable to.
Distance creates opportunity. Diesel knew that because Diesel's done it his entire 4-year career. Cross tries that time and is able to succeed and come through with a clothesline.
Big clothesline followed by another one. Matt Cross right now, he's got Diesel rocking and rolling.
Diesel looking for a reprieve, but the handspring elbow connects. Springboard into the Superman punch. Matt Cross scores big, but can't score 3.
Very competitive matchup here between these two. I'm telling you right now, things are heating up any second now. It's going to break down, and I just can't wait to see that first punch thrown.
Well, I can't wait to see who's going to come out on the winning end of this. Matt Cross has done so much to lay the groundwork, lay the foundation for so many high-flying wrestlers today. Matt Cross, you could watch his matches from 10, 15 years ago and realize he was ahead of his time, and realize today Matt is still at the top of his game and can go with any top star you can name.
Big Irish whip into the corner there. Up and over goes Matt Cross.
Again, the balance comes into play for Cross. And when you plant your feet like that, your strikes can be that much more impactful. Diesel is prone. Cross is measuring him. Walks up the back of his challenger. Pump kick connects. Matt Cross hooks the leg and he beats him. No, but the 2 counts, they get longer.
I'll tell you what, Matt Cross putting the pedal to the metal here, trying to beat Matt Diesel, but unable thus far to keep the youngster down.
Another mantra that Matt Diesel lives by, it's rest at the end, not in the middle. Diesel's in the middle of the fight of his life right now, looking to carve his name into history, not just in TSW, but in wrestling lore overall. Diesel needs to find a way to dig down deep and find something maybe he didn't know he had, or else Matt Cross will finish this match.
I think Matt Cross might be ready to finish this match right now. Going for that standing moonsault now.
Cross took too much time in the moment. Diesel counters. Diesel, a play of the day. Into the hook of the leg, but he couldn't put him away.
Matt Diesel, he realizes he's got to keep that high-octane offense going here. He's going to the top rope. No wasted time or motion here.
Went cross body, but Cross was already to his feet, ducked out of the way. Diesel went quickly and impulsively, and he paid for it. Springboard cutter, incredible body control. Matt Cross with the victory.
Here is your winner, M-Dogg.
You know, I think these people here in Hamilton, they're giving this match a standing ovation. It makes me sick to my stomach. These two men, they had a competitive match. Nobody bloodied the other one. Nobody took a cheap shot. It should have happened. And trust me, one of these days they're going to wise up and realize there's only one way to the top of this sport. By any means necessary.
Nate, I know you don't like things like respect or fun or, well, people, but you got to admit, this was a hell of a battle. Matt Cross and Matt Diesel left it all in the ring. Diesel's got nothing to be ashamed of. Matt Diesel will have another day, but Matt Cross, innovator of aerial insanity, an Ohio native, cements himself as still the man to beat in the high-flying game.
Please help me at this time welcome a WWE Hall of Famer, the $1 Million Man, DiBiase.
So great to see one of the most legendary names of one of the most important eras this sport ever seen. And whether you know him as a World Tag Champion, as a North American Champion, Mid-South, WWF, he's a Hall of Famer through and through. Ted DiBiase, a deserving standing ovation.
Mr. DiBiase, are you enjoying the show tonight?
Absolutely.
I've heard a rumor that you can tell me if it's true or false, you don't have to comment on it at all, that the $1 Million Championship is so valuable that it is stored in a special vault at Fort Knox.
Well, I don't know if it's that valuable. but I can tell you where it is stored. It's stored in the safe in Stamford, Connecticut at WWE headquarters. And when that belt was made in 1988, its actual value at that time, when it was created, was legitimately $40,000. So I don't know what that would be today. So you do the math.
Well, we are very, very appreciative of you coming out here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to be doing photo ops out in the hallway, autographs, where you can get a combo as well. So make sure you go by and visit the $1 Million Man. Do you have anything else to say?
Everybody got a prize! Can you say that real loud? Oh, you're killing me. Always remember this. Everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man.
Give it up for the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Contest is scheduled for one fall. behind you. At the Squared Circle Expo at the Wyndham in Indianapolis, April 7th and 8th.
TSW. You are my fire, the one desire. Believe. Please hold your applause. When I say I want it that way, tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but me.
Dombrowski, hang on for just a second. I'm getting up and I'm dancing.
Oh, please don't make this worse. Oh, that's not dancing. Oh, you're having an episode. What are you doing? People can see you. Stop that.
'Cause I want it that way.
If I had a lighter, I'd turn it on right now. I'd be waving it back and forth. This is better than the Beatles and bigger than the Who. This is the greatest thing ever.
Fat white trash mouth.
That's not how you end a concert. Glass is breaking, cats are shrieking.
Encore! Encore!
He's the William Hung of pro wrestling, if you remember that reference. I'm looking forward to seeing this young man. If you're going to ask me who's one of the most underrated athletes in all of pro wrestling in the United States, this guy's in my top 10. Trey Lamar, mentor, trained by one of my good friends, Johnny Gargano. Lamar is more athletic than Gargano ever was, and I think Johnny will be the first one to say that to you. Trey Lamar exudes confidence, and you know what, Nick? He was just half a second away at one point from being the TSW champion.
You know, he was, but he came up short. He's going to come up short again here tonight in this triple threat match.
You gotta wonder how both of these men feel about the fact this was meant to be a #1 contender match one-on-one, but the man we're about to see come through the curtain was a late addition just this week, just a few days ago, which is gonna throw everybody's strategy out of whack.
You bring up a really good point there. This was supposed to be a singles match. You prepare for that in a certain way. Now it's a triple threat match. That's a whole different beast.
The man calls himself the Young Goat, and with good reason. He's only 26 years old, and he's already accomplished so much. Of course, I've seen him foremost as the MLW middleweight champion 3 times over. He's beaten everybody from TJP to Matt Cross to Swerve Strickland to Yoshihiro Tajiri, and more on him and the rest of this matchup after the introductions.
I didn't heard that too many times. Who said it?
This is the #1 contenders match for the Tri-State Heavyweight Championship. Here is the first. In the corner to my left, from Flushing, Queens, New York, weighing at 189 pounds, he is the lead singer of professional wrestling, Eric Gaige.
It's like NSYNC, the Backstreet Boys, Justin Bieber, all rolled into one just for my personal pleasure.
Yeah, they all threw up.
And his opponents, introducing first, from the Hall of Fame City, Canton, Ohio, weighing at 215 pounds, Trey Lamar. And their opponent, from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing at 180 pounds, he is the GOAT, Myron.
The Young Goat.
And you know, Nate, some people would say that Myron Reed has a gripe, has a reason to be inserted into this matchup. Certainly TSW management thought so. Keep in mind it was in that qualifying round, the title tournament. It looked like Myron Reed was going to put Trey Lamar away, but the 20-minute time limit elapsed. Instead of eliminating both men, the match was so good, management called an audible and said, we're going to overtime. Lamar defeated Myron Reed, but a lot of people say, you know what? If that match would have just been straight up one fall finish from moment one, from day one, Myron would have won that match. He got gypped. He got a bad rep. What are your thoughts?
You know, I guess you could possibly make that type of argument. I mean, the truth of the matter is, it was a very controversial situation. 20-minute draw, match probably should have ended right there. I would have ended it right there. They decided to go into overtime. That's a lot of undue pressure. Oh, that's crippled in.
Well, Trey and Myron were working together to get rid of Eric James because, let's face it, James is the most obnoxious of everybody out here.
Great athleticism on display.
Love the parity between these two athletes, even keel, rapid fire, high octane. Trey Lamar looks good. He's put on some size, but Myron Reed is more cut than ever. He's got about an 8-pack under that top. Myron's in the gym every day, sharing his progress on social media, and hasn't lost any of that speed either.
Once again, face to face. Look at that, Eric James. I love it.
And keep in mind, it is one fall. You pick your spot, you pick your opportunity, but if you take yourself out of the dance for too long, you could get caught off guard, and you could lose this matchup without even being in the fall.
That's the first good point you made all night long. It is the first man to gain a pinfall or a submission victory here will become the #1 contender.
And we'll move on to April 8th at Smart Circle Expo in Indianapolis. Huge convention with over 60 name value athletes there doing meet and greets, Q&As, photo ops, and so much more. But one of these men will be a part of that historic card. And Myron looking to cement his spot with Trey Lamar, Matrix-style counter, and Myron with the Enziguri kick.
Gotta appreciate that athleticism.
Myron, a road warrior, was just in Texas last night. I believe won or defended a tag team championship. So Myron knows what it's like to be a champion. Eric James, the interruption. And Eric James looking to be the opportunist.
Eric James very wisely, they're bringing in the pinball attempt. Pele kick there.
Yeah, modified variation caught Myron and dazed him. And Myron counters. Myron is so great in midair. He can adjust midstream and come out with a counter, but no. James a step ahead with a neck breaker.
Vicious knee right to the nose.
That may have knocked Myron out. Myron may not be able to defend himself. And James with that double underhook. Into the tiger bomb. Got it, no. And Trey was not saving Myron Reed, he was protecting his own investment in a potential title shot. Nate, do you think back in the locker room area, VsK is watching this right now?
You know, VsK's got a lot on his plate tonight, still to come as well, but I'm sure he's taking a peek at this matchup. He probably has a preference. He wants Eric James to win this matchup because, you know, they've been in a bit of a relationship, a bit of an understanding as of late.
Coleman, shoulders down for 2. Well, what is that understanding? What if Eric James does win? Let's go with that hypothetical. It's James versus VsK. Does James lay down at Squared Circle Expo? Do they have a friendly contest? Do they just both take the month off? Where does this go?
You know what? You ask a lot of questions, and a lot of questions that you don't deserve answers to. I'm sure they have a plan, and I'm sure we're going to see it unfold. I think it's best if we just sit back and let it play out however it's going to play out.
We are commentators. We're supposed to do something out here. Other than wear shiny pants and try to bribe people.
Hey, I was dancing around.
Well, if that's one word to describe it, not one I would use. There's a backbreaker. And James gets a count of 1.
Great strategy here right now. They've made this basically a singles matchup by eliminating Trey Lamar, although he's now making his way back to the game.
Remember that James was the other athlete in that 4-way matchup, and whatever relationship with VsK that may or may not have existed then certainly has been strengthened ever since that point. But James, is he going to feel that he has a plight on his own, a path to that championship? We won't find that out tonight, I don't think. But a victory here we can find out in Indianapolis as Myron kicks out.
Eric James now locking in that chin lock on him.
Smart strategy for somebody as quick as Myron, right?
You say, Myron, keep him grounded. You don't want him to be able to use that quick, explosive aerial offense that he's known for. Eric James right now in control of this match.
You see Myron Tuesday nights on Reels for the time as part of the Boom A Fight Club on MLW. Recently on Before the Impact this past week, teaming with his Rascals buddy Trey Miguel, as now Lamar. Oh, wait a minute, low bridge. Myron caught himself, gets rid of Lamar. And we talked about it earlier, distance creates opportunity. Could Myron make something happen? Beautiful scissor kick. And Myron's feeling that energy.
Look at that lightning quick reaction time from Myron Reed.
One thing that I love to do when watching Myron Reed wrestle is look into Myron's eyes, because I see a focus there. I see determination that you don't see with most athletes. Springboard, sit out powerbomb, but Trey Lamar the save.
Almost got the 3 count. Trey Lamar very lucky to get in there as quickly as he did to break that pinfall up.
You look at Myron Reed and how he carries himself, and you just get the sensation that he wants this a little bit more than most everybody else. But Trey Lamar looking to rise to the occasion on his own. Tope suicida, but they can't overlook the young goat Hussars.
Myron Reed there, taking out Trey Lamar. Now he's got the opportunity, gonna roll Lamar back into the ring.
Myron Reed goes nowhere with the goal of being second best, or a runner-up, or an also-ran, or an also-featuring. Myron wants to be at the top of everybody's mind when they talk about TSW or any promotion he goes.
He's got that main character energy, that's for sure. And now he's exchanging forearm blows. Kick to the back of the head, and that might be lights out.
If the late great Gorilla Monsoon were here, he'd say hit him in the external occipital protuberance. And Trey connected big, and that's going to disorient Myron and affect a lot of mobility and equilibrium as this match goes. And with Myron Reed motionless, Trey Lamar may see his chance to go back in title contention.
Climbing those ropes now, look at this. Oh, wait a second.
That recuperative power of Myron Reed, it may be beyond compare.
Thought for sure Myron Reed was down for the count there, but springing back to his feet. And I'll go for a superflex here.
Trey trying to battle out. It's going to end poorly for somebody, maybe everybody. Eric James with a Tower of Doom. And the field is wiped out. Who has the advantage?
Right now, nobody has the advantage, but the first man who can get to his feet may very well be the winner in this matchup at this point. A very justified "this is awesome" chant coming up here from the crowd in Hamilton.
Love the energy of the Hamilton faithful. The first time we're here in this building, first time I'm here in this building, and I hope it's the first of many, many more, because this crowd is so lively, so jacked, so pumped to be part of TSW. Yeesh.
What a chop there. Eric James with one of his own. Now it's a chop fest.
Yeah. I give the advantage Trey Lamar here. We're talking about power. I think Lamar's slightly taller and slightly thicker out of the three. But that only speaks so much based on when you have three athletes just throwing hands. Yeah, Myron connecting with the forearm to protect his head, and James got the thrust kick.
Big time kick there, and there's a melee kick for you.
All James could do was try to duck and cover, but he couldn't escape the impact of Trey Lamar in the Pele kick.
Big clothesline in the corner, Myron Reed down on a knee. Trey Lamar once again trying to climb those ropes. Gonna be quicker this time.
Crossbody caught him high. You gotta stay on the cover though, Trey.
Unable to get the cover immediately there, and that may have cost him the matchup.
Yeah, that gave Eric James the extra few seconds to find his wherewithal. And James looking to steal the cover.
Oh my goodness. I thought for sure Eric James was about to steal that one and become the #1 contender going on to Indianapolis.
Eric James thought so too. Eric James and VsK could share a marquee together if he has his way, but Myron and Trey will not go gentle into that good night. Myron fires back.
Off the ropes, look out, he caught him.
Spiked him.
Into a DDT. This one's on.
Myron's not moving, but Myron just got his wits about him the last possible second. And James can protest all he wants, but you've never seen a referee change their call that way.
Eric James very rightfully upset with that. Look out. Kick right to the side of the face there from Trey Lamar.
Hey, that's the danger of these three-way matches. Your head's got to be on a swivel. You're never safe. There's always someone coming to get you. A froggy bow. Shades of the great Mark Briscoe. Maybe a tribute to that family, but a near fall.
What? I'll tell you what, every competitor in this matchup, they are expending a quick amount of energy right now, each every time to hit a maneuver and kick out the
Trey Lamar looking for a dream chaser of epic proportions. He connected, but Myron the cutter on top of James, and Myron scoops up the leftovers.
The man who wasn't even supposed to be in this match just won it.
Heavyweight Championship, Myron!
I'll tell you what, Eric James cannot be too happy about this. I know VsK is not happy about this. We have a new #1 contender for the Tri-State Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
And you know what? That's assuming VsK is still the TSW champion come April 8th. He may not leave tonight with that title, but the young goat is better than he's ever been, and he didn't get that shot at the title before. He may have a chance to make up for lost time. April 8th, Squared Circle Expo in Indianapolis.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
I feel kind of inferior when it comes to trousers, seated next to the likes of you, and looking at Party Mike, the one-man party all by himself. He's the life of the party everywhere he goes.
You know, this is the type of guy, he doesn't just have one set of LED TikTok strip lights, he has 2 sets in his room. That's how much of a partier Party Mike is.
I saw him partying in his car this afternoon all by himself. Is he the kind of party guy that you hang out with?
Oh, absolutely. This is guy, he's the life of the party. He walks into the room, everybody looks at him, everybody wants to be him.
Oh, get up!
I wasn't even going to try to talk over the power of that Sam Beale anthem.
Come on,
that's
baby!
the type of garbage music the people of Hamilton, Ohio would like.
What?
Yeah, it's
Don't
horrible.
do him! Jimmy!
Well, Sam fashions himself a different kind of party guy. We'll talk about that all through this match.
No, don't tell me where to go.
Introducing first to my left, from Party City, USA, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the life of the party, Party Mike!
Party DiBiase City, is that like the store, or is that an actual location?
I believe it's somewhere near Parks Unknown.
So he doesn't sleep in the storage room.
Party Mike would like me to let you know that he's skinny today, and he weighs in at 225 pounds.
I think that's probably accurate. I know he's been working out a lot lately. You can see he's trimmed down quite a bit.
He's skinny to somebody, okay, sure.
He also requests that you stop booing him.
That never works out too well.
I've tried it myself.
In the corner to my right,
Here's somebody
from Rossford, Ohio, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the Terminator, Sam Beale!
You know, I look at Sam Beale, and it makes me sick to my stomach. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people who wear ridiculous outfits. And look how ridiculous that outfit is.
It's very Sam Beale, though. Yeah, I'm not going to mince words. It's not something I would wear, but it's something that fits Sam and what he is all about. And think about what a Sam Beale party might be. Maybe a fishing trip or a NASCAR race or maybe a Busch Light beer. How about that?
It sounds absolutely awful, number one. Look at Party Mike, though. The epitome of style right there. Look at those pants, one of a kind.
There's a reason they only made one.
I need silence!
I wish these people would shut up. Party Mike is trying to do something here.
He's trying. Does he know what he's trying to do? Okay.
He's got the moves like Jagger.
Well, Sam Beale's flossing.
I thought we were partying. You did that. I'm not partying for one!
So Party Mike is the only one allowed to party. Is that what I'm understanding?
Absolutely. It's a party for one. Like he just said, right? Sam Beale's trying to steal his spotlight.
No.
I'm voting Beale on this one.
Put it down! No! Down! Put it down!
Not only does Party Mike have a better outfit, is he doing the yell dance from Fortnite?
He is. He did. He's done it. He'll do it again if you're not careful.
Oh, he was about to hit the gritty.
Handful of perm. And Sam Beale able to turn things around. In control of Party Mike.
As I was about to say, before I was so ridiculously interrupted by something as silly as Fortnite. Not only does Party Mike have better attire than Sam Beale, he also has a better haircut.
The crock-rockin', nickelback-poppin', curls for all the girls, Sam Beale.
I ain't bumping on the modern day
Curls
John
for
Cena,
all the
baby.
girls?
I see you right there! You're right here!
Apparently they're into that sort of thing. I wouldn't know. I doubt you would know.
Maybe the women in Hamilton, I don't know.
No!
Hey, it takes all kinds.
League is tiny!
Some lovely ladies here I got a chance to meet at the meet and greet this afternoon.
I ain't silent!
Where were you during the meet and greet, by the way?
I don't want to meet and greet any of these people. They have diseases.
All right, you give it a go. One time.
Sam
Some
Beale.
more easily transmittable than others, but nevertheless.
Come on, be nice. For once in your life, be nice. We're still upset that you got humiliated by Brian Pillman Jr. last year.
Let's not talk about anything that happened. That was last year. That was last season. It doesn't matter. That's in the past. We don't want to talk about it.
A lot of things happened last
He's
season.
in the face like John Stewart every once in a while, but I'll get him out of the corner. That's what my doctor told me. Stay out of my business. HIPAA law violation.
Is there a chance you have concussion symptoms still? That would explain a lot of what you said tonight.
That's illegal somewhere!
Do you like that dance? That's partying. That's having fun right there.
One more!
Why do you hate fun?
I don't hate fun. I mean, I have all kinds of fun. I like to read books sometimes. I mean, you know, that's nice and fun. And, you know, I play video games myself. I've been known to pop in a game of Tetris every now and then.
Beale with a stomach breaker there. Do you ever play Justin Xavier at any games?
You know, I don't play just like Xavier. You know, he plays on Xbox and PlayStation and Switch. And I'm more of an Atari guy myself. You know, classic NES.
So you're 40 plus years behind the times. Just to send time into the cover for two. I figured you'd get along with Sam Beale because when Atari came out, that hairstyle of Sam Beale was like trendy. Maybe you guys have something in common. Common ground here? Anything? No?
You know, no, absolutely not. I have nothing in common with Sam Beale.
You would look great with a mullet. Out to the outside. Pescado connects.
Look at Sam Beale out here high-fiving all these wretched people in Hamilton, Ohio. I hope he washes his hands after this matchup. You never know what he's going to contract.
Think about it. You can get a perm, too, get it all fluffed up.
Oh, My hair is perfect the way it is. You know, I have my own personal stylist. I bring him in from Paris once every 2 weeks. You might know him. His name is Jean-Luc Raparoux.
That young child got a shot on Party Mike.
Oh, come on now. This is uncalled for.
Everybody's getting their chance to party now.
Oh, no. Don't lay a hand on him. This is unfair. That should be a disqualification for outside interference.
It's Party Mike versus the city of Hamilton. Sam Beale's a man of the people. Defeated Carson Drake back in October. That's enough to make anybody like him to beat up Carson Drake.
That's one of the main reasons I don't like him.
I see. Sam's still very young.
Oh my goodness.
I can remember meeting Sam some 5 years or so, 6 years or so, young rookie in Toledo, just trying to find his way. It's astonishing to see what he's grown and evolved into as a competitor and as a person. He's truly found himself, his identity, his voice, and it's paid major dividends for him.
Yeah, I'll give him credit. I'll say one positive thing. He's got some personality. Personality that I don't like, but he's got some personality.
Like, because you can't benefit from his personality, basically what you're saying.
Oh, look at that forearm to the back. Party Mike taking control.
Party Mike, 2.5 years in the game, so giving up some experience to Sam. But, you know, determination can do wonders for somebody when they're in the moment.
A big right hand there by Party Mike. Getting down with his bad self.
Little flip-flop and fly and an eye poke. Well, that's just personal now.
I love it.
That's just Party Mike being upset that he's been, let's say, shown up a time or two when it comes to rhythm and comes to dance and comes to having a good time. And Beal can't see out of that eye, but he can still kick out and still wants to fight.
You know, I will say one thing right there. Party Mike made a mistake there. A little bit too nonchalant on that cover. If he would have got a little bit more body on body, he might have had that one. Maybe he needs a little guidance, shall we say.
Wide open, DB. Sam Owen drop by Sam Beale.
Did you say a Sam Owen drop?
Don't you like that? It's puns. Puns are fun. And Beale open it up. I just want to talk over you trying to make some kind of backdoor deal to represent somebody else. You're up here as a journalist and a broadcaster. You're not up here to line your own pockets doing other things.
I do what I want when I want.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Only a handful of hair there as he threw it to the ropes.
Oh, nice spine buster. Great execution on the big man, even if he wants to say he's only 225. Double underhook. And Party Mike gets dropped. Is that enough? Yeah.
Party Mike.
Here's your winner, the partier, Sam.
Licking his fingers after the victory is Sam Beale. He must be proud of himself. He ruined the party.
Sam Beale hit the plan roller, and he's back to what he loves to do. That's eating dubs here at TSW, and you gotta believe there's an ice cold Busch Light with his name on it in the locker room area as soon as he gets to that curtain. Yeah, that's a party. Sam Beale gonna party all the way to the pay window with the winner's share of the purse money and building up quite a streak here at TSW. this area of the country, an individual in Stephen Wolf that when he woke up this morning was not officially booked on his card, but came here in search of an opportunity, and he couldn't leave the champion of Tri-State Wrestling. Tell the truth for once in your life, he weaseled his way into this matchup by trying to get under the skin of VsK. Sometimes you gotta make your own luck, make your own opportunities. And you see and you hear the howl of the wolf early. Could it be an omen for what the end result of this night may be? We saw earlier tonight VsK attempting to get the night off, attempting to come out here, say a few words, wave to the people, and then get on the first thing flying back to his hometown. But VsK finds himself in a fight for his title. How upset must he be? I'm sure he's furious, and he has every right to be furious. He was going to have the night off, and now he got bamboozled into defending the title here tonight in front of Hamilton, Ohio fans who, quite frankly, don't deserve to see him wrestle.
Holy crap, is that VsK?
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and has a 20-minute time limit. And it is for the Tri-State Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From Peoria, Illinois, weighing in at 175 pounds, he is the Wolf of Wrestling, Stephen Wolf!
All these people need to stop with the howling. It's giving me a headache.
You guys are ridiculous howling. You're adults.
Introducing the champion. From Long Island, New York, weighing in at 190 pounds. He is a member of the Trustbuster, and he is your Tri-State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, VsK!
Why are you not on your feet showing proper respect to the heavyweight champion?
Well, these people are showing the same respect to VsK that VsK showed them earlier on, saying that Hamilton didn't deserve to see him even remove his shirt, let alone wrestle.
They're getting a double bonus right now because he not only is putting that title on the line, he just took his jacket off, and for the first time all night, the folks in Hamilton get to see what a real man looks like.
By God, call the papers. Wolf originally trained at the Harley Race Camp. He's almost a 9-year pro. Wolf has been highly touted all over the world. I know him well from the Midwest, Chicago area, but Wolf has roots here as well. Back to our very, very first event, even predating the Tri-State Wrestling name, Wolf was on the scene here, plying his trade, making his name.
Sit down.
Well, yeah, he was here for that very first show, but where's he been since? He wasn't part of that title tournament. He hasn't been around in almost a year now, so where has he been? Has he been hiding? Has he been ducking VsK? What's his story? That's what I want to know, because he just showed up. He crawled from underneath a rock apparently this morning and decided he wanted to make some waves and try to get himself a title shot. Well, now he got it. What's going to happen when he loses?
Nice drop step into the go behind by Stephen Wolf as VsK quickly buries himself into the ropes for a break, and
I'm not a
knowing
chicken.
Stephen Wolf as I do, he certainly wasn't hiding, to say the least. You think about the wolf of wrestling and that mantra, that moniker, and you think of fearlessness, ferociousness, power, control, domination, being the leader of the pack. And Stephen Wolf could be the leader of the TSW pack with a victory here tonight. And Wolf has been competing extensively in Texas, as well as just up and down the United States. And I don't know why he wasn't physically present for that title tournament, but if he was able to, he would have been. And he's making up for lost time now, and VsK is very noticeably frustrated coming right out of the chute.
You talk about this guy being a wolf. He reminds me of another animal. He reminds me of a coyote. In fact, he reminds me of Wile E. Coyote. He comes out here, he's shooting his shot. He's got these Acme products probably somewhere underneath the ring. He's going against the Road Runner, though. He's going against VsK. He's not going to catch him tonight. He's not going to catch him ever. VsK is going to walk out of here tonight, still the champion. And this coyote or this wolf or whatever you want to call him is going to be disappointed.
Couple of takedowns by the champion, one legal, one not, and the monkey flip takeover. Well, Nate, we learned earlier tonight that this crowd thinks that VsK reminds them of a different kind of animal as well, a chicken.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. We're not in a barn, we're not in a zoo. These people need to understand VsK is a man, he's not a chicken. He's taking his time. He's regrouping. He's allowed to do that. It's the champion's privilege.
Certainly, VsK has not done anything that is untoward in regards to pacing of this matchup. He's allowed to have a slow start. He's allowed to take his time. Certainly, many world champions back in the day have perfected that art. Larry Zbyszko comes to mind. But keep in mind, if VsK had his way, he'd already be halfway back home, and nobody, not even you, would have been able to see him wrestle tonight.
And that would have been disappointing if I didn't get to see him. Sometimes just being in the mere presence of a man like VsK, that's good enough. And it's already the highlight of the night for all these people here in Hamilton, just to be able to breathe the same air as him.
Winner goes on to face Myron Reed, April 8th, Square Circle Expo, Indianapolis, Indiana. And I'll be honest with you, both of those matches sound very, very intriguing, depending on who comes out on top as champion tonight. As VsK and Scissors, Hurricane Rana takeover, the drop kick as well, and the champion is showing, whether you love him or hate him, this is why he excelled to become our first champion.
Big snapmare takeover, goes right into the crucifix pin.
Notice how Wolf does not relinquish contact. He kept the grip on the wrist the whole time. Lamar struck cradle, or La Casita if you're a Negro Casas fan, but not enough to put him away.
Deep Ricky Steamboat style arm drag there, and then a big chop.
Wolf is keeping things moving. Perpetual motion by the challenger. VsK hit all sides. Drop kick nicely done. And where VsK earlier would retreat to the outside, he does not have his wits about him to do that now.
VsK right now in a bit of trouble here. Still in the early stages of this matchup. Wolf struggling to get him up for that suplex. VsK trying to fight. Oh, goodness.
Blood rushes the green on that particular suplex attempt. When you delay like that, it only furthers to dizzy your opponent even further.
VsK should be halfway back to New York. You're absolutely right. He should be on a private plane right now, not being in the middle of this matchup. Oh no! Oh no!
What a way to cap off our Season 2 premiere, this championship matchup. We thank you so much for allowing us the privilege of presenting this matchup to you, no matter how you're watching. If you're in the crowd here live and watching this later, you find us on our YouTube channel. But, oh wait, VsK distracting Wolf. Threw him off his game and off balance. Threw a hat in the ring, too.
Yeah, he grabbed a hat from some stinking kid at ringside. VsK better check that for Rice.
Well, I was going to say, I can't wait to see what 2023 has in store for all of us here in TSW. And at the top of that list is certainly VsK, who has seized his opening. He's created his opportunity and now presses the advantage.
I love it. Make that kid work. Make that kid get up off his...
What did that kid do? Easy. What did that kid do to you?
That kid needs to go touch grass, let's be honest. Probably sits around playing Fortnite all day.
VsK trying to press the advantage. Wolf battles his way out. Slugfest here. It's advantage challenger. Look at the power of VsK. Oh, nicely done. Drives down. Forearm across the cheekbone has added insult to injury. You can see why VsK was selected to back up the Trustbusters in AEW. Certainly. By any name, you can call him Butler, you can call him James K, whatever you want. He's talented, he's dangerous, he's effective. There's no denying that, no matter how you feel about it.
Yeah, she comes as no surprise shortly after winning that Tri-State Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. AEW took a lot more notice of him.
Protege of Brian Myers once upon a time in Impact Wrestling as well, so VsK turns heads, literally and certainly figuratively, when you look at the offense in the ring as Wolf is being rocked from all sides, and VsK comes down with that leaping European-style uppercut, but Wolf able to slide the shoulder out.
I don't know how Wolf was able to escape that. I thought for sure VsK was about to retain his championship belt. Little chokehold there. That's all right. It's allowed. You got to count 5.
That is accurate. But VsK pressing the advantage any way he can.
For you, baby. This is for you.
Still yelling at that kid.
Yeah, that kid out there, I mean, he's from Hamilton, Ohio. This is the highlight of his life to be recognized for one little thing by a major superstar like VsK. This kid's gonna go to his grave thinking about this particular night and how wonderful.
Start him first into the corner. I think it'd be the highlight of this kid's pro wrestling fandom life. We can watch VsK get unseated as champion right here tonight, and he's got the best seat in the house for it.
How would you want to see VsK lose the heavyweight championship? VsK, the first Tri-State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the best Tri-State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, of course.
Yeah, he's one of one.
Of course he's one of one.
And VsK missed with a knee.
He's number 1 in our hearts as well.
Speak for yourself, pal.
Look at these people chanting Wolf.
What's wrong with that?
Are they gonna start howling again?
I hope so. At least Wolf hopes so. It's going to psych him up, get him back into this thing. VsK shuts him down with a back suplex.
Every time it looks like Wolf is able to put a few moves together, VsK just takes him on.
VsK did not have a lot of body-on-body contact on the cover. That wasn't the smoothest cover that VsK's ever had, and that speaks to the damage done by Wolf, and maybe the desperation as VsK peppers Wolf with those right hands.
Are you calling him desperate?
I'm saying that this has not been the walk in the park that VsK maybe expected it to be, and maybe he's feeling his title slip away. It's possible.
I guess anything's possible. But look at this VsK. Oh, wait a second, he took too much time.
Wolf walks up the ropes. Exploder suplex.
All the way from the top rope there, and we have got a serious situation. VsK is down.
VsK has hurt his finger in his neck. He looks to have landed high and tight. And this is the moment that Stephen Wolf has needed to shake those cobwebs, to regain his bearings, and potentially get back into this matchup. Can Stephen Wolf become the second ever Tri-State Wrestling Champion?
There's that obnoxious Wolf chant coming up again from this capacity crowd here in Hamilton. Stephen Wolf, he might be the first one to his feet, and he is.
Wolf overcame Eric James and Trey Lamar and Dalton Castle to gain that championship, but Wolf on his own maybe too much as he fights his way out of the corner. Left arm lariat. And every time VsK what vertical leap, he gets put back down.
Got to give it to him. Incredible drop kick there by Stephen Wolf.
Right now, VsK reverses. Wolf hits the buckle hard.
Oh no.
Doesn't stay there though. Back of the head connects. Smash! Oh. Jump up knee kick. VsK may be knocked out. We have a new champion.
VsK.
Oh. Right shoulder up in the nick of time.
That was way too close. Way too close. And once again, they're chanting for Wolf.
Well, the favorite is clear in the eyes of Hamilton.
VsK right now on wobbly legs. Oh, look at that, though, a reversal by the champ.
Shoulders down, no rolls through.
Wiley missed with that super kick, though. Oh, no.
Cry of the Wolf into 6-1 line. The extra momentum through the ropes is a difference maker, and it means the championship. Oh, I thought that was it.
Oh, this is getting way too close. This is way too close right now. This is unfair. VsK was not ready for this matchup tonight.
That's his fault. He's a champion. He should be ready to fight anytime. He better be ready April 8th if he escapes tonight. That's a big if, though.
Oh, I'm worried. I'm really worried right now. Oh, look at that, though. Just when you think VsK is on his last legs, he pulls out one more maneuver. Last-ditch effort there. And Stephen Wolf is in a bad spot. I love it.
You're worried over here. What did you do? Put one of your cars in this match?
He's not a chicken. He's making it perfectly clear.
I've heard that rumor. Well, this is time to prove it. Step up or step out.
Oh, no.
Headbutt. Oh, VsK. Awkward fall there, and caught him in midair.
Look at the strength of the champion.
That is scary power. Scary power. And charging through. Knockout shot. Champion has no. You can't speak that soon.
Unbelievable. That should have been a 3 count. VsK should be on his way to the showers right now. I'm getting nervous. My palms are sweating.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Not enough on this particular exchange.
VsK, he looks a little frustrated right now.
It's over, baby.
Oh, here we go. This is going to be a... Wait a second.
Sweep, jackknife pin. Got him. I'll try to catch him off guard. VsK, the thrust kick.
I think Stephen Wolf just had a tooth fly in the first row.
Backbreaker connects in a violent way.
And good night, Irene.
It's not enough. VsK is in shock.
What is it going to take to put Stephen Wolf down here tonight in Hamilton?
It's a hell of a question. But I don't know if there is an answer to be had.
VsK not known for all these top rope maneuvers, but here he goes.
On the knees! The knees come up from Stephen Wolf! Blue Thunder Bomb! Is that gonna be enough? And a kick out.
Almost history made tonight here in Hamilton. You hear the "This is awesome" chants coming up from the crowd here tonight. This has been an awesome matchup for the heavyweight championship.
We expect nothing less in a TSW championship contest. VsK tries to roll out of harm's way. And midstream adjustment! Wolf hit the frog splash, and now it could be time for VsK to see the eclipse. Wait a minute, Eric James! Wolf's got this one! He hits the eclipse! Get James out of there!
What are you talking about? He's telling the referee that all the cheating that's been going on throughout this match. Oh, come on!
James got what he deserves! Oh no!
The great equalizer!
VsK downstairs! No. That sunset driver just spiked Stephen Wolf, and VsK is still the TSW champion.
By hook or by crook, it doesn't matter.
And now we're gonna beat down. This is what I want to see. Make him pay. Challenger, April 8th in Indianapolis.
I don't know what Myron Reed's doing out here right now. His title match isn't for another month.
Myron didn't want to see it go down that way.
You got a month.
And you heard Myron say you've got a month. VsK leaves with his championship, but is it only delaying the inevitable? Is it only temporary? Stephen Wolf is not the TSW champion, but Myron Reed, the young GOAT, very well could be better than he's ever been. Folks, we want you to follow along at TSW Pro Wrestling on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. TriStateWrestlingOnline.com for more information on our future events. Myron Reed chasing the goal to become the next TSW champion as TSW Season 2 rolls on. Nate, how you feeling?
I'm excited. So much to see, so much experiences to see in these next few months here in Tri-State Wrestling. I can't wait to be a part of the ride.
And we want all you guys along for the ride.